Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm really excited to film this video for you guys. It's very close to my heart. It's a really personal story time, and I really hope it's something that there's a takeaway in this story. If not, just entertainment. I really wanted to share my story just for it to be heard. I really want this story to be out into the universe and hopefully to help somebody or whatnot. And I thought it would be actually really fun if I was to do my makeup and while I was talking, which is really interesting because it's very hard for me to multitask. I have to really focus on one thing at a time. So if I stop and you notice, like, do your makeup, I know I have a really bad problem with that. So let's get into it. So I'm starting off with the No Pore Problem primer. This is what it looks like. Okay, let me just hop into this because you guys, yes, I put primer underneath my chin, don't judge me. It just feels dry, so I needed moisture. But as you guys know, I am a mother and I'm a first-time mom, so I didn't know what to expect. Me and Gabriel were living in his parents' basement. This is the It Cosmetic Your Skin But Better Foundation Plus Skincare. It makes it look very flawless. It is in the shade Light Neutral 22. Me and him had so much help, thank the Lord. Okay, no, so living there, you know, like I had help on my side, but mainly it was his because we saw them every single day. I was like, okay, you know what, I got this. And like with the baby, it wasn't as scary because other people who have had experience, they're there to help me. Time goes by and I end up having the baby. It was such a beautiful experience. Here's the thing though, everything hit me like a wrecking ball. I've become way more emotional than I've ever been in my whole life. I've always been a pretty emotional girl. I chose the Violet Voss Violet Sunset palette. We got some pretty cute neutral colors in here. I did buy the Anastasia Brow Freeze gel and I'm really excited to try this. I've never used it before, so if I'm not using it correctly, don't judge me. Let's do brows, okay? I'm using BH Cosmetics HD Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Brunette. So I was able to take naps sometimes, and his family was there like, you need to sleep, because I was not sleeping. It was like impossible for me to sleep. And so I was like so grateful. Like, I keep saying that, but honestly it's like I have to end every sentence with that because I cannot stress how grateful I was. But I was starting to stress out so bad because my milk supply, I wanted to breastfeed as long as I could, and my milk supply was just not allowing me to. I was just barely pushing the limit of exactly the amount I was supposed to pump, and it is so discouraging. But I just want to give a tip to you. If you're stressing about it, it's just gonna make it worse. And literally, it is proven. Like, so I had to keep my mind off of it and not stress about it. But let me tell you, when I say I was pumping every few hours, literally, I was pumping more than the average new mom would pump. Here's my personal view, is fed is best. I don't want to say breast because of my personal goals was to actually feed her with breast, which is just me. I feel whatever you choose as a mom, you know what's right for your child. Whether you're a first-time parent or not, you know what's best for your baby. So I was getting all of these freaking people in my head, like, telling me, oh, you know, you really should do breast. I know that most of these people that tell me that, it's like they say that because of like studies and all this other stuff, but at the end of the day, like, why are you putting this in my head when I'm already stressing as it is that I can't pump? I literally broke down to Gabriel. I started crying and he was so sweet. He was comforting. He was like, babe, listen, it's okay. If you can't pump, you can't pump, you know? Like, don't pressure yourself to do it. But at the end of the day, I want you to be happy with the decision that you're making. And I want my daughter to be able to eat. And that was the thing that broke my heart, because I'm not gonna starve my daughter because I'm too prideful on trying to get a right bottle amount, you know? So I was actually considering formula and I really didn't want to. So as much as I could pump, I pumped. And literally my nipples were so sore. but I did what I had to do, period. I finished my brows and now I'm gonna work on carving them out, and I'm gonna use the Tarte shaped tape concealer. We all know what this looks like, I'm pretty sure. I use this like for everything. I call this my universal go-to. And then I'm gonna try and freeze my brows up. I don't know if that's the right term. So yeah, like I was saying, I felt upset, very down that I could not actually pump the amount that I wanted to pump. I was just like, this is beginning to get very discouraging. Gabriel was very supportive. I'm gonna stress that again. And it made me feel a lot less weight off of my shoulders. Having that support system, I was thankfully able to produce enough milk. That was the highlight of everything. I was so happy, literally, like tears of joy. I made a breakthrough of barely making enough, and then I was like being able to pump the perfect amount. I was really pressured into everybody, not everybody, but there was a group of people specifically, I won't name names.
You know, you should really do breast. Breast is so much better. And
but it's like, you know what's better for your kids. Like at the end of the day, if they eat, they need to eat, and if you can't produce, that's not your fault. So that's kind of like where it started, where everything was like, I don't feel like I can actually do what I need to do for my daughter. I couldn't feel like I was providing for her in a way that I should be able to, but in my eyes. And so I made the breakthrough of being able to actually produce after pumping like religiously more than the average person. I did go on a spiral like after having Isabella, and I've been fighting it. Like I'm actually just now being able to like see the light, I guess you could say, like at the end of the tunnel. I feel like you need to have a support system of people who understand what you're going through, specifically women other than your significant partner, because they don't understand the level of emotions that you go through.
But my aunt was the one who was like, you know what, look, relax, I got this, like just go. Like, grabbed the bottle and was like literally like, yeah, here Isabel, here, you know, like, yeah, and she forcing her, because like
she squeezed my boob.
She was really patient.
Remember, she's squeezing my boob, helping me, come on, you got this, we get the milk. Like just making it like less of a stress thing for me.
All of us, really.
Yeah.
Once my aunt started to have Isabella feed from the bottle, it just made everything like,
oh, like a
lot easier.
We were all celebrating, clapping,
yeah,
like
it was straight just like uphill from there.
Yeah, but for me, not so much.
Well, just like for the baby, like breastfeeding wise, yeah.
My thing is, I hate to offend people, but this is honest. This is what happened. When you have a baby, it's the new shiny toy. Everybody wants to see her or him. Let me see, you know, and it's like, because it's a blessing. You brought a blessing into the world. Everybody wants to see the new baby, which is, it's exciting. But, oh, and then this is the Anastasia brow freeze.
She just got it last week?
Yeah.
Right? This is your first time using it?
So now I'm gonna do it, yeah. I'm gonna put it up. So then everybody wanted to, you know, hold her, whatever. And truthfully, it wasn't just one time that it happened. That was like, that it freaked me out internally. Like, it's not that I don't trust anybody. I trust his family. I know there's so many children in his family, like babies and kids. Like, I'm not worried about it. It was me feeling like I just had my child, and anytime like she would cry or something, his family is very, very helpful, but so helpful to the point where I was like, they didn't want me to worry about it.
Yeah, like the baby's crying, like they're like, okay, you know, I'll handle this so you don't have to.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, that's good and bad, because
I'm not learning how to take care of my child.
Yeah. And
I was very like, that's what threw me too.
Like, it's good because like, you don't have to deal with the
What is that? Oh shit, what is that?
The stress. Like, I'm sorry, Isabella, we love you, but you don't have to deal with like the stress of like a crying baby, and you don't know how to like stop it. But at the same time, like, you're gonna have a different person every single time raise your child. Like, it's not just like, for
the long run, there's no benefit to it.
Yeah, but there's instant,
in the moment, it's helpful.
Yeah, in the moment it's helpful, because you're like, okay, yeah, whatever, here, let me go, you know, with the party and mingle or whatever.
And for me though, I told him, this is not good for my mental. Like, I had a whole breakdown in the car, and I was like, I feel like I'm not her mother. And he's like, why would you feel like that? That's not their intention. I'm like, I understand that, and when I say that, I don't like to hurt other people's feelings, but I had to say it because I'm like, it's not that they have bad intentions. It has everything to do with just me, my feelings. Has nothing to do with if they, you know, they don't mean any harm by it. That really threw me off, and I want to be able to learn my daughter. When I just had her, she was getting passed around. Yeah. I felt guilty being like, can I see my daughter? I couldn't have the courage to stand up and ask somebody to hand my daughter over to me. Like, I didn't have the confidence to be like, let me see my daughter, you know, because everybody was like,
no, don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
But I was just like, oh, okay. And that like broke my heart in a way, but after I talked to him about it, he was like
me, like I didn't really like look at it like that. Like me, I like to just go with the flow with everything, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, you know?
Man.
But at the end of the day, her feelings have to be considered, and I need to put her first before I put my own family. And I realized that real quick, that I'll take her and Isabella over my own mother or father.
Not that I was making an ultimatum,
no,
that's not how it was.
No. I'm just saying, like, at the moment, like, even me, like, I felt weird having that conversation. Like, okay, like, she's crying, like, stop. Like, let us handle it, not you guys. Yeah.
After that, he was like, hey, give her to her mom, please. Here, babe, here's the baby, you know, or somebody said, let me see her. No, he would tell them, no, we got it, don't worry. And they were like insisting, no, give me the baby. He would say, no, it's okay, don't worry about it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's
I'm gonna do vanilla.
The Mexican vanilla, remember?
Mexican vanilla. On top of like family drama and, you know, things happen in the relationship, and then you got to deal with your own personal hormones, I want to give a big tip that I probably should have done but I never actually did, is like, you need to like get out. You need to,
I was literally about to say something
you
like
need
that,
to
too.
Yeah, you need to surround yourself with friends and family, not just one or just the other. And like, you need a good, you did, and I was like, no, I'm good, because I was just comfortable. But you don't want to get comfortable, because when you get comfortable, ugly things happen.
Ugly.
And your emotions get the best of you, and I'm talking specifically about pregnancy hormone, because that's a whole nother thing. Like, after you even have the baby, you still have pregnancy hormones because they're still coming.
Really?
Yeah, you still get them. Yeah, that's why women fall in deep depression. Desert sand. Which one is that one? Which one do you think, babe?
The middle. Yeah.
That one.
I was gonna say the middle or the top left.
And I didn't go out with my friends. Literally, like, I was just with him 24/7, and that's not really a healthy thing to do. Like, you need your space from your partner. Go work out, go hang out with your friends, go to your family's house, you know, apart from your significant other. That would have helped me, but I didn't do it. For like those ladies out there, and if you're like me who has a partner who is working majority, like for your family, it's harder to look at that as like the benefit, and it's easier to look at it as like a negative thing, because like you're like, oh, you're not helping out, you're not spending time. Oh, we gotta be there or what?
Yeah, I thought you were waiting for us.
Oh, I don't know, waiting for us like that.
Video.
Still coming over here?
Yeah. She's just finishing up her video because she has to film.
ETA?
ETA.
Oh, I thought he said 𝐾𝐿. 𝐾𝐿.
I said ETA.
ETA.
Now I'm gonna use Amber Sky.
Amber Sky.
Amber Sky. In the corners.
Say what's up to the camera.
And then I'm gonna move them inward.
Say what's up to the camera.
What's up?
Yeah, I want to say, like, be easier on them. I know it's harder because you want the help. You need the emotional support. You need the actual support.
No, hands down to stay-at-home moms. You know, you guys.
Not even just stay-at-home moms, but moms, period.
Yeah, and I don't mean to be sexist out there. Stay-at-home dads too, if the wife is the breadwinner. You know, stay-at-home mom is a job itself. Like, even though you don't quote-unquote provide for the family, like you do.
That's how I feel. That's why he says that,
like
because I say I was just grown up that way, like where it's like, no, you need to get money, you don't need to rely on nobody else.
Because at the end of the day, like, I'll come home and like all kudos to her. She's washing clothes, she's like vacuuming up the house, taking care of the baby, dinner's ready, she makes my lunch, clothes are folded, and
if that's you
know, like, she's the reason why I can work long hours, because I would have to come home and then help out with the laundry, help out with the house, help out with the baby, help out with this, help out with that, and then it would just be too exhausting to the point where it's like, damn, like, why am I even doing this, you know? But she makes it like 100 times easier working long hours to provide for my family, you know, and stay-at-home moms, and you know, Destiny in particular, like, she just is the real MVP. Like, she makes it easy for us blue-collar boys to just go out and get money, really. So kudos.
Get money.
Get money.
Get money. Get money.
Just look at it as like two separate like categories. You're a stay-at-home mom or a stay-at-home dad, and you have the breadwinner. The breadwinner obviously provides the money. Stay-at-home mom or dad will have to take on that role of like, okay, this is my job, helping with the baby, things around the house, chores wise, to make it easier for my husband or wife when they come home from work. Just look at it like, how can I make it easier for him to make it easier for you? Like she always says, how can I fill up your cup if my cup isn't full? You know, she always told me that. So you have to, in a way, put each other first before your kids, obviously. What does she need so she can provide for me, so I can provide for her?
It's
so
just constant serving, you know,
overflowing to Isabella, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But we gotta get going, man.
Okay, finish this in the car.
Yeah, we can finish the video in the car. Yeah,
we're on the way to go see his brother and his dad, and we're gonna go eat, so I have to finish this in the car. I'm gonna put the powder on the bottom of my eyes, let it set for a minute. It's easier said than done to be like, oh well, don't think that, and like all this stuff, because it's like, this stuff is real. Postpartum is real. You do want to get real help. You do want to surround yourself with actual people, loving, all that type of stuff. I am just now starting to get back on track with trying to watch out for my health, mentally, physically, literally everything. Well, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I thought that there wasn't. I was honestly so scared to even tell people like I was depressed. I don't know, I was just scared. Like, I didn't want people thinking like, oh my god, she's depressed, like she's gonna go off the deep end, you know. While in the back of my head I know that I'm not. It's good to tell somebody so that you know that you're not alone. So yeah guys, that completes the look. I hope that you love it. Let me get in the light so you can kind of see. So yeah, that is everything that I use for a basic, this is like a soft glam look. This was sort of like a Q&A without asking the questions and kind of just going based solely off of my experiences. I don't know what else you guys want to see. Let me know, leave suggestions down below. And I did want to give a shout out. I want to give a few shout outs. Congrats to baby Dani. I hope I said that right. She was due in September and I'm super excited for you, girl. Shout out to my life is Tasia, or Tasia. I believe it's Tasia, so I'm sorry if I'm not saying that right, but she was due February 22nd, so let's give her a lot of positive things going for motherhood for her. Shout out to you, girl. Kimberly Beltran, congrats to you and your beautiful blessing. Let's give her our graces, our love, our hearts, just positive vibes. We are nothing but a great community on here, and I want us to be able to spread that love. So that's all that this community is going to be over here. If anything is written in hate or anything, it's nothing short of me to just block and delete you, because we're not for those vibes over here. We're gonna just support each other, be a bunch of badass women supporting, loving, and encouraging one another. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. Leave me a like, that way I know you like this type of content, because I don't know what type of videos you want to see. And don't forget to share before you go. Turn on those post notifications, because you need to be updated with what's about to be coming up. Big things I want to accomplish. You don't want to miss it. So thank you again for watching, and I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.